Hey, welcome back to our show, and thanks for making us part of your day here on Atlanta's CW Network. I'm attorney Gary Martin Hayes. Now, I'm joined by our special guest, Dr. Chris Connelly. He is a board-certified chiropractor who's been treating patients here in Georgia since 1998. Now, over that time period, he has treated over 5,000 trauma cases with over 80,000 patient visits. He's also been used as an expert for second opinions on more than 3,000 cases. Dr. Connelly, thanks again for being with us here today.
Sure, I appreciate the opportunity.
All right, Dr. Connelly, let me set the stage again for our viewers. One of the most common complaints, common symptoms that patients have after a car wreck is neck pain.
That's right, and it's not just my patients. Statistically, neck injuries are the most frequently reported of insurance claims in the United States, and in the world for that matter.
Before the break, you told us that one of the most effective tests for diagnosing injuries to the neck was the use of motion x-ray.
That's correct. It's very similar to regular x-ray or static x-ray, but with one difference. Instead of the patient being still during the x-ray, we evaluate the bones in motion to detect the stability of the joints.
Now, to me, this just makes sense. My clients don't seem to complain about pain in their necks when they're able to keep still in a stable position. But when they start to move, that's when the pain hits them.
This technology is amazing, and my office is one of only a handful in the state that use it to determine instability of capsular ligaments. With still or static x-rays, you see fractures, dislocations, arthritis, and abnormal curves of the spine. But with dynamic or functional x-ray, it's great for observing the stability of the ligaments and how the spine functions. Also, another important factor is that this instability can't be faked. It's something that once you see it on x-ray, it is reproducible over and over again.
When do you recommend a patient have the motion x-rays performed?
Motion x-rays may be indicated for a person with cervical spine symptoms that persist for more than 8 to 12 weeks. We don't typically use right after an accident because what will happen is the muscle spasm prevents from normal motion. Usually most people that have prolonged symptoms for, say, about 8 to 12 weeks, and they still have pain, particularly during motion, that it's a great candidate for someone to get a motion x-ray. Motion x-ray is also very important if they had facet injections and the injections helped to relieve the pain, but then the pain came back after a few weeks, or if they notice the feeling that their head's too heavy for their body. In these cases, patients may benefit greatly by having a motion x-ray exam.
Okay, Adam, if I could get you to put the video of the x-ray machine on the screen for us. All right, thank you. Dr. Connelly, describe for our viewers what we are seeing.
Well, this is called a C-arm or video fluoroscopy machine, and it's very commonly used in hospitals and other medical specialist offices, and they're used for injections or sometimes vascular procedures. But because the video, we could actually see the spine in motion versus the static films you typically see with an x-ray. But with the video, we could actually see the range of motion a lot better.
You told us earlier that the motion x-ray will record a video of the test that allows you to see the results. Do you have a video that you can show our viewers?
I do. And in fact, you can see in this video that there's gapping of the facet capsular ligaments. You can see at the C6, C7 level, and you can see the facet instability. Now, this is something where the capsular ligaments, basically when they get stretched, when they get torn, they don't heal very well. So basically patients will have reoccurring pain because that instability of the ligament causes them to keep having more facet pain. But most commonly patients come in, they say, it just feels like my head's too heavy for the body.
And just so we're clear, these findings would not have shown up in a standard x-ray where the person was being still, correct?
That's correct. In fact, the problem doesn't usually manifest itself until the patient starts moving their neck because the ligaments are put under pressure. Traditional static x-ray doesn't look for the gaps of the facet joints.
This is incredible technology, and it's a tremendous breakthrough that allows you to accurately diagnose a problem.
It is, and you know, many patients come in, they're so frustrated because they really don't have a diagnosis why they're having continued pain. And problems such as these do progress sometimes later on and have arthritis, degeneration, but typically MRIs are within normal limits, but they're still hurting. So they say, why am I still hurting if the MRI is normal? Motion x-rays give us a clear definitive cause of their pain, but it captures it in real life time, so we could actually see where the pain is. In fact, we even have a lot of patients, when we see the capsular instability, I'll actually say, where does it hurt? And they always point to right where we see it on the motion x-ray.
And once you have the accurate diagnosis, you can then develop the appropriate treatment plan.
Patients feel so much better when they know the problem's not just in their head. It gives them a diagnosis to be able to say, this is why I'm still hurting, and that the problem's real. There's also some amazing new treatments that we now have access to for facet capsular ligament instability that give a patient a good chance of having a recovery down the road.
Thank you so much for your time and your expertise, Dr. Connelly. I and I know our viewers greatly appreciate the information that you've shared with us. Would you mind sharing with our viewers, though, how they can reach you for an appointment?
Sure, they could call us at 770-469-7330, or they could also get more information about us on our website, which is painatlanta.com, P-A-I-N Atlanta.com.
Outstanding. Thank you again, Dr. Connelly. Have a great rest of the day.
You as well, and thank you very much.
Dr. Connelly is one of approximately 20 chiropractors in Georgia that is accepted by the Georgia Chiropractic Board as a review agent. This means he's often called upon to decide whether or not another chiropractor's treatment was reasonable and appropriate. He is well respected not only by his patients, by me, but also by the insurance company because he does things the right way. He's a good man. Now, if you or a family member have been injured either from a car wreck or an on-the-job accident, then please, if you'd like to speak with me regarding your claim, I make it easy for you. Just pick up the phone right now and call me at 1-800-WIN-WIN-1. Again, 1-800-WIN-WIN-1. The consultation is free. It is completely confidential. There are no obligations. And you can learn more about me and my law firm by visiting GaryMartinHayes.com.